service to perform the chanting service at outside according to that appointment. And we also have lots of school visits during the daytime on the weekdays. So, all of the monks are from Thailand. Now I'm going to show you how we do chanting. To do chanting, we normally sit on the floor, on the knee, like this. I'm going to show you first. Yeah, I'm going to show you first. Yeah, okay, sit down, sit down. I better sit on here so that everyone can see me. Right, okay. Well, I just want to show you how we bow to show respect. We normally sit on the knee like this, both hands on the knees like this, then we palm hands together like this. Right. When we learn how to do this, we normally say 3 words. Anshali, put hands together like this. One pa like this, and then apiwa. Like this. Now, if you would like to learn, yeah, we can do it together. So 3 words after me. Anshali. Anshali. One pa. One da. Apiwa. Apiwa. Up Anshali. Up Anshali. One pa. One pa. Apiwa. Apiwa. Anshali. Anshali. One pa. One pa. Apiwa. Apiwa. We also do this to show respect to teachers or parents. Perhaps you can turn to your parents over there or the teacher over here. We're going to say 3 words again. Remember, actually like this. So for parents or teacher, you simply put hands together like this to receive that bow. Okay, ready now? Remember 3 words? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Anshali. One. Apiwa. Anshali. One. Apiwa. Once more. Anshali. One. Apiwa. Well, we do this simply to show respect. Yes, simply to show respect to parents, to teachers. On your Father Day or Mother Day, as I know, you may cook for your mom, for your dad. But in Thailand, we normally go to bow to show respect to the parents, and we may wash the feet. That's the way to show gratitude to the parents. But here in the UK, I believe that you may cook breakfast for your dad. Is that what you normally do?
Yeah, we like cook for them.
Okay, right. Right. We chant in Pali language. Yeah, I'm going to show you how we chant. Just listen. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Putthaṃ Bhagavantang Abhivatemi Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang Namami. This is a very short version. We normally chant for about 30 minutes. In some monasteries, we may chant for an hour. And after each chanting, we meditate. Yeah, we meditate. Right. Now, we have done the monks' daily routine. Now we're going to look at paintings on the wall. I want to draw your attention to this painting. So, can you see the elephant? Yes. No? Look at this. Look at this. Do you notice that in the elephant trunk there is something white?
Yeah.
That is a lotus flower. That is a lotus flower. I'm going to tell you why. Lotus flower is very important because it is related to the Buddha's life from the time his mother conceived. So this happened when Queen Maya, that Buddha mother, had a dream. In her dream, she saw the white elephant with a cross hand gave her a lotus flower. When she woke up, she asked the priest, the royal priest. The priest said, this could mean pregnancy. The queen was indeed pregnant. Look at this now. When the queen knew that the birth of her child was almost due, she then set out the journey. But because the queen was heavily pregnant, she felt labor pain. Do you understand the word labor pain? No? Before your mom gave birth to you, she feels very, very painful in her tummy. That's what we call labor pain. You got it? All right. Right. She stopped at the park called Lumbini. Say after me.
Lumbini.
Again, Lumbini.
Lumbini.
Once more, Lumbini.
Lumbini.
Lumbini is the name of the park where the prince was born, now located in Nepal. It was on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month when the prince was born. 5 days after he was born, there was a naming ceremony, and he was named Siddhartha. After me again.
Siddhartha.
A bit louder.
Siddhartha.
Excellent. The word Siddhartha means a person whose wish is always achieved, or I normally make it short, a wish fulfilled. After me again. A wish fulfilled.
A wish fulfilled.
A wish fulfilled.
A wish fulfilled.
This is the meaning of the word Siddhartha. The Buddha's real name is Siddhartha. Buddha is not the name. And when the prince was only 7 days old,
A week.
just 1 week, his mom
Died.
died. You're right. His mom died. It was very sad when the child was only 7 days old and then his mom died. The prince, I think she might die from some kind of, I don't know what is called in English.
Asthma. Sickness.
No, sickness, because she might lost of blood after giving birth to the prince. Then the prince had been looked after by his aunt, who was also his stepmother, until he was 7 years old. How old are you?
8.
And 7. 7 and 8, right? Okay, who is 7? Hands up. 7, 8. Oh, most of you are 7. Well, when the prince, put your hands down, please put your hand down. When the prince was 7 years old, he was sent to the school. He finished school when he was 16. And now look at this. When he was 16 years old, he got married to his beautiful cousin, until he and his royal wife had lived in 3 luxurious palaces for 13 years, until one day the prince went outside the palace wall. There he happened to see an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a holy man.
We
Right?
learned about that.
Okay, now after me again. Old man,
Old man.
sick man,
Sick man.
dead man,
Dead man.
holy man.
Holy man.
And now you turn, please say together. 1, 2, 3.
Old man. Sick man. Dead man. Holy man.
Excellent. I believe that you have learned about this before you came here today. Right, now we're going to try to say in the rap style. You know how to say in the rap style?
No.
Old man, sick man, dead man, holy man. Okay, let's try in the rap style. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Old man, sick man,
dead man, holy man. These are what we call 4 signs or that divine messengers. They are called divine messengers because when the prince saw the old man, he thought, why we have to go old? When he saw the sick man, he thought again, why we have to get sick? And he was very sad when he saw the dead person. You can come and sit in the corner over there you want. And when he saw the dead person, he was very sad. He thought, why we have to grow old? Why we have to get sick? Why we have to die? There must be the solution. There must be the way to stop old age, illness, and death. Having seen the holy man or the ascetic monk, he decided to leave the palace in order to become in order to find the answer or in order to find the way to stop old age, illness, and death. Now I want you to turn around. Could you please turn around? I want to show you this painting. So I think everyone can see this painting. What this happened, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. It's a bit far from here. So if you look at there, you can see the prince went to say goodbye to his wife and his young son after he made a very hard decision to leave his family and the palace behind. Then at night he left the palace. Look at this.
Yes.
You see the horse?
Yeah.
When he arrived at the bank of river, the first thing he did was to cut off his long hairs. He normally had long hairs, so he used his sword to cut off his long hair and then made a vow to become an ascetic monk. So now look at this. So this happened when the prince worked very hard. He tortured himself, he fasted himself, he ate very little, he held his breath for a long period of time. It caused pain throughout his whole body, because he believed that if he tortured himself, he might be able to reach an enlightenment. But he was wrong. So please put your hand down. Question will be at the end. Yeah? And then he realized that this kind of practice was not right. He gave up and focused on the mind training. Now look at this one. He was 35 years old on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month when the prince was 35 years old. There was the king of evil. Look at this. The king of evil, together with his truth, came to attack the Buddha to be. And you look from the bottom here. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. And now you turn, please say together, 1, 2, 3. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. These are what we call triple gems or 3 gems. Like in Christianity, you have God, Son, and Holy Spirit. You have Trinity in Christianity, but in Buddhism we have triple gem: Buddha, Father Buddhism, Dharma teaching, and Sangha, the Holy Order. These are very important. Those who call themselves Buddhists must believe in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Okay? If you have a question, keep your question with you. You will have time to ask questions at the end. Is that okay for you?
Yeah.
Right. Are you tired? No? Maybe I can help you with holy water. Well, you can put aside. I'm not sure if your worksheet will get wet because of the holy water. No? Okay, it will be alright then. Well, I'm going to give you a blessing by throwing holy water. Yeah. You can cover it, just in case. It is the way to give blessing. What we mean by blessing is that we make a wish for happiness, for well-being, when people come to visit the temple, and even when we go to the church, the priest or the brother or father may give you the blessing. So this is the Buddhist way to give blessing to our friends and visitors. To receive holy water, you may put hands together like this. Sapphe Buddha Valapata Pajekanante Yang Palang Arahantanante Chena Rakang Pantami Sappaso Sunakhatang Sumanghalang Supapatang Sumuchitang Sukhano Sumuto Jasu Yatang Samajari Supatakinang Gaya Kamang Waja Kamang Patakinang Pahitite Patakina Patakina Nikatawan Lapandate Patakine. I want to make sure that all of you get it. Yeah, girls who sit on the chair, did you get it? Okay, put your hands down. Right, we have done with the trial room, and now we're going to look at paintings on the wall. But before doing that, I want some of you to tell me who that Buddha was. Anyone volunteer to say? Just put your hand up. The Buddha was a prince, and he was from India.
His name is Siddhartha.
His name was Siddhartha. Sorry? You're going to say the same thing. Siddhartha Gautama? What do you want to say?
Siddhartha's father tried to keep him from suffering.
Yeah? Good. You're going to say something. Okay. Two more. You want to say something? All right.
You saw a dead man and a sick man, and I forgot the other one.
Right, okay. I thought you already have some background. Please put your hand down. But we're going to learn together again. Just to remind you all to have the right information. Now I want you to look at this painting. The life story of the Buddha might begin when his mother, Queen Maya, had a dream. In her dream, she saw the white elephant which approached her and gave her a lotus flower. If you look at this, you may see something white that is a lotus flower. The queen woke up. She asked the royal priest. So in an ancient time, royal priests, we work like the fortune teller. So they could predict about what will happen to the royal family when the queen or king had some dream, and then these people may read the dream. The royal priest predicted that this could mean pregnancy. The queen was indeed pregnant. Then 10 months later, when she knew that the birth of her child was almost due, she set out the journey, but because she was heavily pregnant, she stopped at the park called Lumbini. Yeah? Say after me, Lumbini. Lumbini. Have you heard this word before? No. So remember, Lumbini is the name of the park where the prince was born. Now this park is in Nepal. In terms of the country the Buddha was born, it is Nepal. It was on the full moon day of the sixth lunar month that the prince was born, and then 5 days later there was a naming ceremony. As many of you know that the prince was named Siddhartha. So please say after me again. Siddhartha. A bit louder. Siddhartha. Yes, the newly born prince was named Siddhartha, which means a person whose wish is always achieved or a wish fulfilled. Then when he was only 7 days old, what happened when he was only 7 days old? What happened to his mom? Yeah, she died. Put your hands down. Queen Maya died when the prince was only 7 days old. It was very sad. And the prince was then looked after by his aunt, who was also his stepmother. Until he was 7 years old, he was sent to the school. And you're in year 5? 6. Year 6. And 10, 11, or 11, 12? 10 and 11. Okay, who is 10? Hands up. 11? All right, put your hands down. Well, the prince was sent to the school when he was 7 years old. And then he finished the school when he was 16. After he finished the school, he got married to his beautiful coach, and her name was Princess Yasodhara. Until one day, when the prince was 29 years old, he had a chance to go outside the palace fort. While he was on the city tour, he happened to see an old man, a sick man, a dead man, and a holy man. I think you have learned this before. So now, please repeat after me. Old man, sick man, dead man, holy man. Now you can please say together, 1, 2, 3. Old man, sick man, dead man, holy man. Right. Well, sometimes I ask the school children to say in the rap style, You know how to say in the rap style. Old man, sick man, dead man, holy man. You want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try in the rap style. 1, 2, 3. Okay, in order. After me again. Old man, sick man, dead man, holy man.